Today we're going to talk about advanced strategies in dropshipping. And here it's important to notice, if you're not advanced, don't watch this video. And if you are advanced and you already are making money, then do watch this video, because this is only going to be relevant to improving on what you already have. We're going to talk about how to make a jump from making a little bit of money to making a shit ton of money. There's a bunch of different things which I'm constantly seeing a little bit more advanced people completely do wrong and misunderstand. And we're going to go through all of them. Number one is we're going to go really in depth on how to actually optimize your average order value. Number two is how to reach out to influencers and constantly get affiliate deals with them to actually get amazing creatives done for you, which you will be able to reuse and actually use for your Facebook or TikTok ads. The next thing is going to be how to keep testing products after you have one successful one, just to diversify and not have all eggs in one basket. The next thing is building backup structures, branding, retargeting, email marketing, and also how to structure your support with your virtual assistants and generally how to build a team. All right, so let's start with average order value. There's two components to this. Number one is all the upselling, and number two is all the offers. With the offer itself, you can play around a lot. Instead of making a pack of 3, you can have buy 1, get 2 for free. Instead of giving a 10% discount if somebody buys 2 pieces, you can give them a free extra gift or something like that. There's just so many variants on what you could do and what you could test out, and you need to find the perfect one for you. How I would go about this is I would make a list with all the offers which you could test and then prioritize the ones which worked for other stores very well. I would basically go for a hunt on different offers and try to find out which ones suit your product the best. Because in some cases it makes more sense to buy a second product, and in some cases it makes more sense to buy a different product, or you have a product which doesn't make sense at all to have any upsells, and you need to figure out how to actually make that with, for example, something like a mystery box where they don't even know what they're getting, but you just have an upsell which is the mystery box, and they're basically buying it out of curiosity, and you just get like extra $10 every third order. It really just depends on your niche and your product. However, we also have to keep in mind that the upsell structure needs to be on point. You need to have post-purchase upsells. You need to have different shipping options which are going to be either paid or non-paid, and you need to split test which paid ones are working the best. Also, you should always take out offers which are not taken by anybody, and also don't make the main offer look better. So for example, if you have one offer which is going to be the pre-purchase upsell, and it's basically going to be some kind of complimentary product for $100 and nobody takes it at all, and then you have a post-purchase upsell which is going to be the same exact product, however now for only $30. So many more people will take that, because then it looks like it actually is a legit offer and it's a legit discount. If you have some kind of variant or some kind of option on your store and nobody ever takes it, and also doesn't make anything else look better, then take it out. It's a waste of time and space. But it actually is really important to split test every moment of the funnel where you need to upsell. So on the product page itself, on the pre-purchase upsell, on the post-purchase upsell, in the shipping, and also post-purchase retargeting. So you can literally retarget people with either emails or Facebook or TikTok, where actually people who bought are gonna have another ad which is gonna be like a welcome discount, welcome to our community. Now you're gonna get like 20% off your next order or something like that. All those things need to be in place. Influencer reach out and creatives. This is something which is neglected by most people. If you have one winner and it does really well, you think you made it and you stop testing everything. You don't test new products, and especially you don't test new creatives. And you don't understand that one good creative is gonna last only to a point. At some point, it's gonna die down and nothing is gonna work anymore at all. You just need to test new creatives at all times, and it's crucial. Now, the easiest way to actually do this is influencer reach out. And you need to understand that influencer reach out is a pain in the ass. It's very, very annoying to reach out to influencers, because good ones actually get dozens of requests and they just have flooded inboxes, and they're really terrible at responding. Now, what you need to do is two things. Number one is have an Instagram account which looks really legit. It needs to have followers. It needs to look like a little brand. The other thing you need to do is mass reach out to an insane amount of influencers and keep texting them over and over again. You should probably not be the person who's actually doing the reach outs. However, you should definitely hire a virtual assistant who will do that for you. Basically around 20 to 30 a day, depending on your country you're in and what kind of Instagram restrictions you have. Because basically you cannot reach out to 1,000 people in one day, because you're literally going to get flagged by Instagram and you're not going to be able to text anybody anymore for like 24 hours. Now here it is crucial to have follow-up messages. If you see a person who makes good content, you need to follow up with them constantly. You just need to unsend your message, message and send your message again. Unsend your message, send it again. Unsend, send, unsend, send. You just keep doing it until they respond, and that's it. You should literally always have like a bunch of people in your pipeline where you just unsend and send, and then a bunch of other people which you're just gonna reach out to normally. You would be shocked on how many of those guys are actually gonna respond, but only at text number 5. And here you need to keep in mind that even though you are investing into those shoutouts and they definitely will cost you money, it is worth it. Because number one is you're gonna get money from the shoutout itself. When they post you and your brand on their Instagram account, you will start making sales instantly, especially if they have some kind of discount code and that's it. However, you also need to understand that this is not the value you're getting out of this. You will be able to take their content and then use it for your ads. And those ads will be converting 100 times better than everything else you have. So this is the true value. If you actually want to have our sheet on how to reach out to influencers, what the proper text messages are, and also how to manage like 1,000 people at the same time, you can DM me on Instagram. I'm gonna send it your way. Next is testing more products. Most dropshippers, after they find a winning product, think again they have made it and they don't test new products. And they think that this one product is gonna last forever. This is bullshit, and you need to constantly test more products over and over again. If you have one winner, you should not be able to sleep at night. One winner can always die down, and you need to understand that. And truly understanding that means you cannot chill at all after finding your first winner, and you need to have at least 3 winners at all times. However, you will fall into this trap and see this for yourself as well, that you will focus all your time all of a sudden into that one product, when in reality, it doesn't even take time to manage a product. If you already have a really good product running, there's not so much work to do around that. You're basically scaling, doing some ad stuff, optimizing a few things here and there, but it's not a full-time job at all. So keep testing new products. Next is thinking ahead and thinking about backup structures. You need to understand that if you have one Facebook account, you need to have multiple. If you have one PayPal account, you need to have multiple. If you only have one payment provider, you need to warm up other things as well. This is all going into one category, and it's diversifying your content, diversifying your product, diversifying all the structures you have going, and you just need to do this. Whenever you have one black box, you are fucked. One black box means that if this one thing goes down, everything is down. If one account is down, everything goes down. If my supplier is gone now, everything is gone. If this, then everything is gone, means you are screwed. Because in the end of the day, that this one thing goes down actually is a real scenario, and you need to prepare for that. You don't have shit to do anyways the whole day because you're not testing new creatives, you're not testing new products, you're just watching your Shopify screen and refreshing everything. So you don't have shit to do. So at least build backup structures. The next thing is retargeting. This is not going to work for everybody, but it's actually pretty important to do. There's 2 types of retargeting. Number 1 is paid retargeting, and number 2 is free retargeting, which is email marketing. It obviously still costs some money, but it's almost free. The number 1 thing for email marketing is spam the shit out of everybody. You do not care if somebody is annoyed by your emails. If you are annoyed by my emails, no problem, just unsubscribe and that's it. As long as you don't do that, you're gonna get flooded by my emails. It's as simple as that. There's no way you shouldn't, and it's just reality. Unless you have a really, really strong brand, which everybody loves, and they specifically come to you as a brand and they just love your products, and you constantly have like recurring customers of like over 30 or 40%, cool. Don't do that. If you don't have any of that, don't think about it. Just spam the shit out of people. The last thing I want to talk about here is structures with virtual assistants. And this is actually super important. I lost crazy amounts of money because of this, because I didn't manage my virtual assistants properly. I can give you 2 things which I've learned, and they are very, very practical. The very first thing you tell your virtual assistant is this. Whenever you work for me, whenever you do your hours, you record yourself while you do that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go onto Zoom, share your screen, and click on record for the entire 8 hours which you're gonna work for me today. Everything is gonna be recorded, and that's it. And I have the login to that Zoom. Just because of the mental part here, they will work better. As simple as that, because they understand somebody will be able to rewatch 25 minutes of them not moving their mouse at all, which is weird because that's the time you're paying for. So this is just super important to do. And whenever you also see some kind of mistake or some weird thing, you always can just double check what they actually did. So it's gonna be very helpful. Number 2 is they need to have a specific chat, which ideally is going to be either a Slack or WhatsApp or whatever, some kind of extra separate group, which you do together. On Slack, you just make a channel, or on WhatsApp, you're just going to make an extra group where there's only you and him in there. And you tell them to always write in the log in and log out times, and also how many, for example, emails were there when he started, and how many he answers, how many are left, what's in the queue, all of the details you need to know. This is also going to be very, very important, and you need to just do this because you need to have an overview of what the fuck they're doing. Again, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are virtual assistants and are just scamming people left and right. So you don't want to be part of that group who gets scammed, so you just need to do things right. So those were the top things I'm seeing advanced people do wrong. However, if you want me to look over your specific situation and actually tell you what I think about what you personally do wrong and optimize it with you together, you can actually click the link below and sign up for a free consultation session with me personally, and we're gonna find out if we're a good fit for the mentoring program. If we are, I'm just gonna go through the entire funnel of yours and tell you what I would optimize if I would be you, which structures I would be implementing, which offers I would be using, which products I would be testing, which influencers I would be reaching out. All of those things are going to be covered. So if you're interested, click the link below and talk to you there.